Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Buffalo Bills and the Las Vegas Raiders. Even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Buffalo Bills and the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So there's the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And that one spanning an even 65 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To the air, Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. What's no secret, he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
The slot man in motion right. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Raiders at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
2nd and 11. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. First down, here's the run with Cook. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Here's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Throwing now is Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Chandler Jones with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Hands it off out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Bills are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Cook up the gut, and they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Allen, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught, but the bank judge right there to say incomplete. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. A good pickup there, 22.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back to the ground, Cook. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Throwing is Allen on third. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out and ended up with an interception in that game at Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They try again with Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Third down, here's a run by Cook. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Bass is good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe. So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play. There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Second and 4. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The man who won a Super Bowl MVP award across the bay in Santa Clara, Von Miller, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this third down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 49 yards. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's their quarterback. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Raiders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Quick throw complete. Touchdown Raiders. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Left side, Cook. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
From the 36, Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
To Jefferson on the slant. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
On second and very short, Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Allen will try to throw for it. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, but by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He's going to try and do this himself. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. They'll drop to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's at the 40, the 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Back to throw. Allen. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick-6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll look to throw. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 16 more on that one and another first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. From the gun, he'll try to run it.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this part of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
He'll buy some time right. That's complete. It's Cook. And he is out of bounds with the first down as the clock ticks inside of 30 seconds.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Now Allen.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. He's going to let it fly.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Las Vegas, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.